It's 10 p.m. on a Friday night, and families line up to board buses that will take them on a 10-hour journey to a prison upstate. They travel great distances to visit a father, a mother, a husband.
I'm going to see my dad.
More than 100,000 children just like these little ones have one or two parents in prison in New York State. Most New York prisons are far from where families live. 49% of inmates are from New York City. Sure, the parents did the crime, but it's tough on the kids.
They don't understand what's going on. They don't know what's going on. They just know their parent did something and they're not here.
Desiree says she tries to keep this part of her life a secret.
I don't really like to talk about it. I only told two of my friends because I've known them since I was really little.
Desiree's mom, like others here, now finds the trip an expensive challenge because the state did away with the free bus system.
Just to be able to bring her once every other month or every 3 months, I have to start saving for now for June or July.
Even if families save the money and kids do go to visit, it's hard on them. 18-year-old Tashana's mother went to prison for aggravated assault when Tashana was 5. Now she's at Albion Correctional Facility near the Canadian border.
I felt betrayed by my mother because I felt like she knew what she was doing. I felt like she had enough time to think about it, and I felt like she knew what was right from wrong, and she just didn't think about her kids at all.
But Lindell McDuffie was still her mother, and Tashana longed for the connection.
I used to be jealous, that I couldn't have the motherly bond that everybody else had with their mother, and it just hurt sometimes.
The hurt and the ache of emptiness is felt by many other children whose parents are behind bars. A study by the Council on Crime and Justice found long effects of parental incarceration include emotional and psychological problems.
I think it kind of made me grow up a little bit faster.
Jennifer's mom was in prison for 3 years for drug offenses. She visited her mom only twice and lived with an aunt who helped.
My dad at the time was he was doing drugs, so my mom wasn't there to actually come and help. Now it's just me and my brothers cooking and cleaning and doing things like that.
Maintaining a bond is hard because kids feel stigmatized by the prison visits.
Sometimes the guards could be very mean.
We talked to Lindell McDuffie, Tashana's mom, through a special television hookup arranged by the Osborne Association, a prison advocacy group.
She doesn't like to be treated like an inmate. She doesn't like to be talked to like she's in here. She don't like to be searched, patted down, take off her shoes.
Lindell joined a program run by Osborne that helped her understand what she needs. Tashana's behavior was scary.
She started skipping school, and she started experimenting with drinking, and I didn't know what to do.
The Osborne program helped. From this little room in Osborne's Brooklyn office, mother and daughter talk by televisit twice a month.
It just makes y'all get closer because it's another way you can contact your parent without the phone or without visiting, somewhere closer to where you live.
If she see me on the television, she knows it's okay to cry. I can't hold you, but I can give you good advice.
While the televisits seem great, some advocates say when possible, parents should be sentenced to prisons closer to home.
We believe that it is imperative for parents to be placed in prisons close to their children to be able to maintain a bond with a parent and child, because when parents are in facilities very far away, it's a barrier. It's very costly for children to go on these visits. It can cost anywhere from $175 to over $300 just to go on one visit.
But for these families and children, a proposed law in New York State may signal change. There's a plan before legislators for a pilot program to require placement in prisons closer to home for some with children.